Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Directionally Speaking. My name is Jeff Zentz. I'm the Senior Director of Innovation for Agronovis, Indiana, and here with me today is another team from the Velocity Accelerator this spring in 2025, Deepesh and Sapprify. They're with us from West Lafayette, and I'd love to turn it over to Deepesh to introduce himself and the Sapprify team and what they're doing. Deepesh.
Yep, hello everyone. Thank you, Jeff, for the opportunity. So my name is Deepesh. I'm the CEO of Sapprify LLC. We are currently a registered business in the West Lafayette area, currently focused on trying to reduce food waste in the West Lafayette and Lafayette area, and we're hoping to expand actually to Indianapolis as well. And I'm not joined here by my team today, but my team consists of three other people who are Purdue students as well. One of them is Prathum Carey. He is the Chief Technical Officer. Matthew Russell, he's our Chief Financial Officer. And Jack Heo, he is our current Chief Legal Officer. And as Sapprify, we're trying to focus on a business service that will reduce food waste and also trying to develop in terms of using our engineering background to actually reduce food waste as well. So we can go into that as well in the
That's
conversation.
awesome, Deepesh. And we've been so thankful that you've been part of the Velocity program. Talk to me a little bit about where this idea came from. Did you guys kind of stumble into this? Did you always have a passion to reduce food waste? What did that look like getting here?
Yeah, so at Purdue, we actually met through a entrepreneurship class at Purdue. And our professor had randomly assigned us to just tables, and I had instantly vibed with my group, and that's actually my group that I'm with today, with Sapprify. And as we were kind of like discussing ideas, there was an activity that we talked about, just trying to brainstorm ideas and passions that we have. I noticed that food waste was actually just a big problem in society, and I did a couple of statistics look up, and I found out that it contributes to close to like 18% of U.S. greenhouse gas emissions, so it is a very big problem. And so I was like, let's find a way to reduce food waste. So as we were brainstorming together, we actually first started off as a mobile application idea, so just kind of going down that route. We wanted to become a type of platform for everybody to share like their own like hidden hacks and other bio-innovative talks about reducing food waste. So for example, you could use like a banana peel as teeth whitener, or you can blend it down to be used as an energy recovery drink, which is good and all, but we found some problems with trying to acquire customers and also trying to gain a profit. And so after a couple of failed competitions, we decided to pivot the idea over to anaerobic digesters, so working with them. So for those of you who don't know, anaerobic digesters are usually on a lot of farms or other like family areas where they take in like food waste or other manure waste, and they actually convert it into electricity. And so we thought that since food waste is a feeder for that, we could actually start a service where we take food waste from neighborhoods and other businesses and we bring it over to anaerobic digesters, and we act as a feeder for them to generate electricity. So it's a more renewable way of generating electricity, and we're also providing a necessity to people, which is taking care of their waste, because nobody wants to have waste at their home. So we just found that it would be a lot easier to acquire customers and also gain a profit as well.
Deepesh, that's super exciting. And I know that you've already got an MVP on market at the current moment with long-term goals to even develop something further. So can you give us a snippet of what the MVP looks like, and also maybe a snippet of where the long-term goal for Sapprify kind of looks like?
Yeah, so currently we act as a service where we're working with households in the West Lafayette area, hoping to expand to the Indianapolis area, where we grab provide a sort of a makeshift composting bin for now to these households, and as they go and just throw their waste in there, about every week or every 2 weeks we go ahead and pick it up from there and through all the houses. We take it over to currently the West Lafayette sanitation facility, where we dump the waste in there. They finish the compost completely because it's not fully composted after a week. So they'll complete the compost and then send it over to the anaerobic digester for turning it into renewable electricity. And once we expand to the Indianapolis area, we'll be doing the exact same thing, just whatever sanitation facility is there. Now, what we currently have planned is, since a couple of us have an engineering background, we're planning on developing a more affordable version of a kitchen composting bin. So currently in the market, these things are about $300 upwards to like $500, $600. And they have a lot of bells and whistles where it's like smart features and lots of, nice looking designs. But the thing is that we're trying to reduce food waste as fast as possible and as effectively as possible. When you have a product that is like $500, you're not really going to attract that many people. And so we're trying to create a way to make the product cost much less than it does right now in the market, and also provide the ability to compost in a very quick manner. So we're hoping to be able to compost it in overnight, basically. So you set it up in your kitchen, you go through the whole process, put in your food waste, and then bam, you got pre-compost right there, which you can use on your own, or we're going to be offering the service of where you give it to us, and then we'll go ahead and handle it from there.
It's awesome. So let's dive into you guys' journey as a whole. Mm-hmm. The four of you, or even just speaking on your own, Deepesh, have you always been interested in becoming an entrepreneur, or is this something that that class maybe awoke it for you? Like, what does that path look like to entrepreneurship?
Yeah, so I have always wanted to be an entrepreneur since I was in 7th grade, I think. I've always kind of just been that guy where his mind like wanders around. So whenever I'm like alone, let's say in a room or something, I'm just like, my mind just starts to wander where I start brainstorming like other ideas, and I'm also very passionate about just trying to change the world and make a positive impact. And so this kind of developed just from other passions. Like I remember in 7th grade, I wanted to try and help out with world hunger by trying to develop just like smaller versions of like food capsules, I guess, that would be calorific and stuff like that. This is just kind of like a little brainchild of mine in 7th grade, right? And then in high school, I worked on like things that would help people with disabilities. So I worked on an exoskeleton arm built from just like robotics materials from school. And I also helped with the design of like a machine that would help those with disabilities playing kickball, for example. So I worked a lot with just trying to make a positive impact and also help those that are in need. And so that's what I wanted to do entrepreneurship-wise as well. It's a very long time dream of mine. It just never really came about where like the actual logistics of business was kind of the hard thing that I didn't know at the time. And so now that I'm here in college and I'm able to take entrepreneurship classes, I now know what I need to do in order to accomplish this. And similar journeys are with my co-founders as well. So we're all just really passionate about this, and we're ready to get this business going.
It's awesome. And we're so thankful that you are getting this business going. I have to make a proud plug that during the Velocity program, you guys actually incorporated the business. Like, it is on market. We have pilots rolling and another one coming to Indianapolis. So keep your eyes peeled for that if you're listening to this. Give me a little bit more detail in your experience so far. What are those challenges that you guys have faced, or you have faced personally in these other areas of entrepreneurship that you've learned from? Like, do you have one or two that stand out as like, man, this has been a big learning piece for me as I've gone along this journey?
Biggest one is time management, for sure. As college students, it may seem like we do have a lot of free time, but also at the same time, we just don't. I don't know. It's like, it's kind of a thing that we're trying to figure out in terms of trying to manage that free time side of things and being able to balance this with the business. But throughout the journey, we've definitely gotten a lot better. And obviously, we can take these vacations to improve ourselves and be able to improve on ourselves. So we have a lot of things planned for summer and obviously for the fall. So definitely time management has been a huge thing, but we've been able to take care of that. And I'd say the other thing is definitely like acquiring customers. That's been like I said before with the other idea, it was a hard thing, but now we know that it's possible. It's just actually going out and selling yourself to other people is, it is pretty difficult when you're starting out. So luckily we've had some very helpful mentors, Jeff included, to be able to increase our customer acquisition and being able to partner with others. So we've been dealing with both problems simultaneously and effectively been doing it as well.
That's awesome. Two more questions left in our time together. You guys have a really unique experience being able to be college students and also begin this business journey at this stage in your lives. What have you found it to be like to be kind of coming out of academia and in the academic world, and now like boots on the ground, this business is going? How have you found the ecosystem? Has it been supportive? Has it been helpful? Have you found challenges in it being younger in this world, or has it been very welcoming? What does that look like so far?
Yeah, I think like it's like a great way to kind of mix both. I think like we haven't really like been in one area or the other, because obviously in like school we have so many like resources to be able to build our business and generate a business. Like I said before, this business started from a class in academia, so that's definitely a good part of it. I see like with the ecosystem outside of academia is that like it's a lot more free roam. Like, you know, I feel like there's a lot more of a concrete path when you're in college and academia. A lot of professors kind of like are able to guide you in that sort of way. But when you're out in the real world, like you can do whatever you want pretty much. As long as it fits within the legal terms, it doesn't matter what you do, right?
Right.
So it's like we've noticed that, and we've been able to, like, there's so many opportunities coming at us, and we're just trying to find a way to drown out all the noise and have a focused path. And I love that, like, in the normal ecosystem of life, like, we have all these opportunities coming to us, and unfortunately we have to, you know, pick and choose which one we have. But I just love that the real world is so full of opportunities, and there's not many like chances of failing. Like, I mean, like, if obviously there's chances of failing, but it's like there's no chances of stopping. As long as you just continue going, the world is pretty forgiving from what I've seen so far. So this might be my young, innocent mind talking, but the world seems pretty forgiving so far. And I feel that even with our mission and everything, we can't really have any enemies in that regard because we're trying to help the world. We're trying to save the world. So
for sure. That's awesome, Deepesh. And protect that mindset for sure. Take it from an old guy. So one last question, and those who have watched these other episodes of Directionally Speaking know where I'm going here, but you know, we always want to leave our listeners with some sort of call to action. And the number one call to action that everybody's got that we can't really do is ask for investment. Like, we don't want to get in hot water with the SEC, so we'll shelve that. And if you want to talk to the Sapprify team about anything like that, you reach out to us. We'll make the connection. But you know, we've got folks from you know, big corporations. We've got folks from other startups. We've got folks from communities that, you know, may do composting or may have an anaerobic digester. Where do you guys need help? Where can the listener base to this podcast dive in and help if they want to help Sapprify on your mission?
So currently we're partnered with like government bases, like in terms of the sanitation facility and the digester. What we are looking for is trying to partner with private digesters. Now, what we can offer you is that we're able to offer the service of feeding the food waste to your digester, and all we ask in return is a partnership, whether that be through any rebates that we can get or any types of monetary partnership that we can get. We are hoping to be able to do that. So any private digesters out there or anybody who has contacts to private digesters would definitely be appreciated. Please reach out to us. And we are also interested in just gaining more customers. So we're trying to expand in the West Lafayette and Lafayette area. Currently, we're working through one neighborhood, and we're trying to expand to other restaurants in the area. But if you have any contacts there, or if you yourself are interested in our business, definitely reach out, whether it be through Velocity or through us as well.
All right, Deepesh, you're off the hot seat. Thanks for giving the time today. For those listening, if you want to meet Deepesh and the team, I believe Matt will be the representative at the June 18th, 2025 demo day. So come meet Matt, learn more about it. And if you want to reach out to the Sapprify team, the contact information will be in the show notes for this podcast. So thanks again for your time, Deepesh. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Velocity, and thank you, everyone.